Well, hello, y'all, and it is time to breathe again on the latest BOFA Sports. Stands for Breath of Fresh Air, of course, but it is time for the latest BOFA Sports Shouting with your host, Charles Taylor. So I am here to discuss the Chicago Bears and specifically Caleb Williams because you can already see the narratives being painted to try to give this guy every benefit of the doubt that can be dreamed of and thought of. Now, big picture, the Bears are 1-2 right now after their loss Sunday afternoon to the Indianapolis Colts. And they have played all of the AFC South, I guess, with the exception of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We remember in week one, they came from behind to beat the Tennessee Titans, didn't score an offensive touchdown in that game. Last week, they played the Houston Texans on Sunday Night Football and lost that game 19-13. And Caleb Williams got beaten up, was sacked 6 or 7 times, threw 2 horrible interceptions, and was hit numerous other times on passes. And yesterday, they put him back there to throw 52 times. 52 times. So the numbers look pretty good if you're looking at it from a whole standpoint. He threw 52 passes. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry. He completed, I think, 39 of them. This is off the top of my head. But I think he completed 39 of them and had 363 yards and had 2 touchdowns. But he had 2 horrible interceptions and was sacked another 4 times. And one of the strip sacks really cost the Bears because they were down 14-9 at the time. And the ball got slapped out of Williams' hand, and it set the Colts up with a fumble recovery and the ensuing Jonathan Taylor touchdown run. So here's what's going on here, because I think it is important for context. It also points to how people want to paint this narrative of everything is bad around Caleb Williams, and he doesn't really deserve any fault here. Never mind, he's the one who's throwing these interceptions, bad interceptions, by the way. He's the one who's getting strip sacked. He's the one who's getting beaten up. And this offensive line is supposed to be improved from years past. More on that in a minute. But I want to, I just, the people, for the people who are on the Caleb Williams train, and we know there are a bunch of people who are on this train. For the people who are on there, for the people who are gonna ride this bad boy till the wheels fall off, why does it have to be everyone else's fault around Caleb Williams? But when Justin Fields was there in Chicago for a few years, everything was on Justin Fields. Now remember, Justin Fields was running for his life as well. He was getting hit as well. He had some terrible throws, wasn't seeing the field, and that's all fine and dandy. I'm not trying to take any blame away from Justin Fields because there were some times he didn't look good. But for people to go through and blame everything on Justin Fields and say, oh, yeah, you got to get Caleb Williams. You got to get Caleb Williams. It's the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. If you have the chance to get this quote unquote franchise quarterback, then you need to go ahead, trade Justin Fields away and draft this guy, which is, of course, what they did. But everybody was so quick to blame Justin Fields for everything that was going bad in Chicago, knowing the offensive line was not good, knowing the weapons, with the exception of DJ Moore, really wasn't that good. They had Darnell Mooney for a couple of those years too. Of course, Mooney's now with the Falcons. But the supporting cast and the play calling was not good for Justin Fields at all. So it was kind of an unfair assessment for him because the coaching also was inconsistent too. How many different offensive coordinators did Justin Fields play for, or why he was there? at least two or three. So there was no way for him to get consistent with the play calling when you're always having changeover with the coaching. So now they draft Caleb Williams, and the same things are happening. Williams is getting hit. He's throwing terrible picks. He's getting strip sacked. And it is all of a sudden everyone else's fault. Mind you, Caleb Williams is playing with better weapons, and supposedly this offensive line is better. Look at what they did in the draft. They drafted Roma Doozy from Washington to help with the passing game. DJ Moore is still there. Keenan Allen, he's been in and out of the lineup, but when he's in there, he's very dangerous. They still have Cole Clement. And again, that offensive line is supposed to be improved. But the same things are happening right now. All I'm saying is this: don't sit here and paint the narrative, which is what a lot of people in this industry, in the sports media industry, the talking heads, all of them, this is what they like to do. They want to paint these narratives, and then when things aren't working out for them, they want to blame everything on everybody else except for the person that actually probably should be at fault here. Justin Fields played with less than what Caleb Williams is playing with right now, but everybody was so quick to blame Fields for why the Bears were not taking off. The same exact things are happening, but now it's everyone else's fault with better personnel around Caleb Williams. Give me a break with that. This is a preview of what you are going to see from Caleb Williams going forward. And if y'all think I'm just over here trying a hot take, go back and watch any of the episodes I have done with Patrick Brackett on the webcast, through Shorties, whatever. Y'all should know I have been consistent with saying Caleb Williams is a hot and cold player. He's going to give you those flashy roll out to the left, come back, throw to the right with this strong arm plays every now and again. But those plays don't happen in the NFL like they would in college. And you're seeing it right now. Just 3 games in, you're seeing it. This is going to be what is coming unless Caleb Williams decides he's going to become a better pocket passer, unless he decides he's going to protect himself a little bit better. This is what you're going to see. What you saw at Oklahoma and USC, that is what you're going to see, probably more to a scale in the pros, because you're not going to be able to out-athlete everybody in the NFL. Everyone has speed, everyone has agility, and the angles of pursuit are a lot tighter than what you see even at the most elite levels of college. So Caleb is going to have to learn this, or it's going to be more uneven play. And sooner or later, those same people who are on the bandwagon, they'll be sitting there throwing dirt on Caleb Williams just like they were on Justin Fields, because nothing is going to improve. It is going to be the same. Oh, here's the hot play. Here's a flashy play. Let's go ahead and spotlight that. Besides looking at the big picture of the interceptions and the sacks he's getting, that he's taking. And again, the personnel is better around Caleb Williams than it was around Justin Fields. All I'm saying is stop trying to paint the narrative depending on who's involved, instead of looking at a square and calling it a square. Don't try to call a square a circle. And that's what a lot of people are trying to do, trying to justify why Caleb Williams is struggling. Nope, he's not that good, period. And again, go back and look at the other episodes, because I've been saying this for a long time, since Caleb Williams came into the national spotlight. That is what I am breathing on for today. Y'all make sure y'all go to the BOFA Sports YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and follow the BOFA Sports Facebook page. That one's still breath of fresh air, but I'm working on getting that switched over. But until tomorrow, when we come back with another webcast episode, y'all take it easy and have a great Monday.